Good evening, and thank you for keeping a date with us on the program Transforming Agriculture in Nigeria. The program that keeps you abreast with policies and programs as well as the latest happenings in Nigeria's agricultural sector. I am Dihelia Mamza, your guide. The Livestock Transformation Plan is one of the key policies of government that is indeed living up to its name by transforming the livestock subsector. And on our program tonight, we will enlighten you on what the Livestock Transformation Plan is all about and the level of implementation, as well as the impact it is expected to have on Nigeria's economy. Join me after this timeout for the full program.
Every part of Nigeria has something to offer.
Transforming agriculture in Nigeria begins with news from the diary of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. In our lineup, NASAL to partner with Agric Ministry to enhance access to capital. Also, Agric Ministry inaugurates committee to enhance agricultural infrastructure. Details of this coming up shortly.
The Nigeria Incentive-Based Risk-Sharing System for Agricultural Lending (NISAL) and the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security have entered into a partnership to encourage private investment in agriculture and enhance access to capital. The renewed effort for collaboration between the ministry and NISAL was reached during a meeting between the management team of NISAL and the Agric Ministry in Abuja recently.
Because why primary production?
Speaking during the meeting, the Managing Director, Nigeria Incentive-Based Risk-Sharing System for Agricultural Lending, Umar Abbas Masanawa, stated that NISAL has the mandate, amongst other things, to share credit risk with the providers of finance and investment, developing innovative insurance products for beneficiaries while providing incentives to value chain actors and lenders. Umar therefore sought for collaboration with the ministry in delivering the mandate of the organization in de-risking and stimulating financial investment into the agricultural sector.
We cannot be working in silos, because working in silos will not allow us to achieve results. We are all interested in moving this sector forward. We know that with the current challenge that we have, food security is fundamental, is key. A country by over 20% of GDP is being contributed by agriculture. We have to really collaborate. So the essence of this discussion today is how we can be able to collaborate together. There's so much we can be able to do together. While innovation of central bank, we are willing to play as a catalyst. We are willing to play as a role that we can be able to play so we can be able to move the agri-space forward.
Reacting to the speech of the Managing Director of NISAL, the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Kyari, stated that the lack of synergy between the ministry and NISAL in the past is unacceptable and a committee should be set up for the two parties to work together for the benefit of the citizens.
And it is in this regard that I have asked the National Agricultural Development Fund, the Bank of Agriculture, and the Nigerian Agriculture Insurance Corporation to attend this meeting and the directors of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture, so as to welcome them and then resuscitate the relationship and see how we can all partner to make sure that we achieve Mr. President's agenda.
Also speaking during the meeting, the Minister of State, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Aliu Sabi Abdullahi, appreciated the Managing Director of NISAL for the renewed relationship between the ministry and NISAL for the overall interest of the nation.
The access to capital, the issue of capital is a major problem. So this is, the direction we should take our country to. And I believe in the course of the work, because like you said, we don't have time. We are having opportunities now. Mr. President has brought agriculture, food security to the front burner. I think there is no better time for us to showcase what is possible and what is doable practically than now. I wish you all the best, and I look forward to more robust engagement with that committee that we'll put in place.
The Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Temitope Peter Fashedemi, recently inaugurated a technical committee comprising a technical team from the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure and technical team from the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security to work together in order to fast-track the adoption of technologies in the agricultural sector. Addressing members of the committee, the Permanent Secretary stated that the committee was set up to build synergy and share knowledge on extension service delivery, agricultural development, livestock development, and agricultural mechanization. Fashedemi urged the members to work harmoniously to deliver on the terms of reference.
Your TOR, for now, is as follows. So, to examine programs and projects relevant to the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security and Agricultural Research Institutes, as well as relevant parastatals in partnership with NASENI in the following areas. A, technology transfer. B, rice storage projects, i.e. waste to recycle for building materials and all that. You must maximize every resource that is available. C, assembling of farm implements. D, tractor refurbishment, sometimes maybe through swap. E, irrigation to improve farming all year round. F, solar powered pump. You understand that NASENI has some solar panels to be sold to farmers at affordable rates and stuff like that. G, finding solution around climate change. H, provision of much needed feeds for animals to forestall herder and farmer clashes.
The Director, Animal Husbandry Services, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Winnie Lai Solarin, has advocated for the creation of a Ministry of Livestock Development to give more attention to livestock in order to tap the huge potentials of the sector. Solarin gave this advice in an interview in her office in Abuja. The director stated that the Nigerian livestock sector is the biggest in West Africa, but noted that the potentials of the sector has been under-tapped. She added that many countries have separated livestock from the agriculture ministry, and that has brought a lot of growth to the development of livestock in their countries.
I will advise that, like I said, pay attention to livestock. Fund livestock. There's nothing wrong in having a ministry of livestock development. It is already in other countries. Even in African countries, Nigeria is among the very few that still embed livestock in agriculture. You need to bring out livestock bold out of agriculture and create a ministry of livestock development where we can focus on livestock issues, where we can have deliverables clearly. That's all the ministry will be doing.
Available data has shown that the Nigerian livestock subsector has economic potential worth over 33 trillion naira, but these potentials are not maximally harnessed. And to properly tap the untapped potential of the livestock subsector in Nigeria, the federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, has developed policies and programs. One of such policies is the Livestock Transformation Plan. In our next segment, Record of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, we shall focus on the Livestock Transformation Plan and its impact on animal husbandry in Nigeria.
Animal husbandry is one of the subsectors of the Nigeria's agricultural sector that can ensure food security in Nigeria. But what is animal husbandry?
Animal husbandry.
The Director, Animal Husbandry Services, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Winnie Lai Solarin, sheds more light on what animal husbandry is all about.
Animal husbandry can be simply defined as controlled cultivation, management, and production of domestic animals including improvement of the qualities considered desirable by humans by means of breeding animals. Animals are bred for very many reasons: food, for their skin. They're also bred for animal traction and all of that. There's so many reasons why we breed animals.
Some of the animals that are reared in Nigeria include goat, sheep, cow, camel, horse, poultry, birds, pigs, donkey, amongst others. A 2017 data from the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security indicate that Nigeria has 76 million goats, 43.4 million sheep, and 18.4 million cattle. In addition to small and large ruminants, poultry population in that year was 180 million. The livestock subsector was estimated to be over 33 trillion naira. To tap the potentials of the livestock subsector in Nigeria, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security has the Department of Animal Husbandry Services with the mandate to develop policies that would enhance the livestock subsector.
The Department of Animal Husbandry Services has the mandate of coordinating the development of livestock policies and coordinating the programs, projects, and interventions and development of livestock commodity value chains to meet the food security needs of the country and also for export. The value chains that we deal with in the animal husbandry services include the value chains around the cattle, which is beef, dairy, leather, and sheep and goats. For the monogastric animals, that is the simple stomach animals, we are dealing with poultry, pigs, and the micro livestock. We also have the mandate to grow the donkey, which we know is going into extinction, and camels. We also have the mandate for other ornamental birds, though that is still in the pipeline.
One of the policies that the ministry has developed to enhance livestock value chain in Nigeria is the National Livestock Transformation Plan. The Deputy Director and Head, Commercial Ruminant and Dairy Production in the Animal Husbandry Services Department of the Ministry, Hakeem Ibilade, provides us insight into what the plan is all about.
The National Livestock Transformation Plan came about in 2017 after lots and lots of meetings and fake approval. Originally, it was meant for the 19 northern states to especially address the herders-farmers clash. And what the plan aims to achieve is to transform the livestock system of production from the rudimentary local production system, that is the transhumance and pastoralist system, to that of modern system, more settled system of production, so that we can transform the livestock ecosystem into a modern system of production. That was what it's meant to address. Now, the NLTP has moved to a nationwide plan.
The National Livestock Transformation Plan has 9 programs, which include the National Dairy Development Plan, National Pasture Development Program, National Sheep and Goat Development Program, the National Egg Production Scheme, among others.
NLTP is meant to transform the livestock sector along the key pillars of what we do normally. We need pasture, so we have a program on pasture. We need dairy, so we have a program on dairy. We need alternative feed resources to help bring down the cost of feed. We need fodder, so we have a program around it. We look at sheep and goats. We have a program around it. And then we look at the monogastric, that is the pig and the poultry. And we have the National Egg Production Scheme and the Smallholder Poultry Farmer Scheme.
The National Livestock Transformation Plan was designed to have the modern method of rearing animals in a ranch, where movement of animals are restricted to an environment and provided necessary facilities such as feed, water and clinic, among others.
Let's pick our layman from FCT. He has been seeing animals moving around. He wants to know what the government is doing to curb this movement. We have grazing reserves that has been earmarked for livestock production. The NLTP, and of course the department, with one of its programs, which is transformation of grazing reserves into modern ranches, has provided facilities like meat collection center, like even a human clinic, cattle houses, sheep and goat houses, pasture areas for the herders to stay within and graze their animals, because what they are looking for is grass and water. These are now provided inside the grazing reserves so that the layman will not see cattle moving around the streets looking for pasture and water.
The implementation of the National Livestock Transformation Plan is also designed to bring a lasting solution to farmer-herder clashes in the country.
I'll start with Ruga. The Ruga program, that a lot of misconception, a lot. The Ruga program is still a wonderful program. The Ruga program was designed to meet the pastoralists in their form, where they are. And that's development. Meeting people where they are. Not creating an artificial environment for them, but meeting them in their state and modernizing a bit what they are doing to make sure that it is comfortable for them to operate where they are. So if you are in a rural setting, we have a rural grazing area for you, and we have a bit of, a milk collection center for you. We have boreholes and all of those facilities that you are looking for elsewhere, that is making you move from place to place. Have it in your community so that you don't need to move.
You are watching Transforming Agriculture in Nigeria, and we are discussing the National Livestock Transformation Plan and its impact on animal husbandry in Nigeria. In our next segment, Partnership for Development, we are focusing on the collaboration of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security with other stakeholders in the implementation of the plan. Keep watching.
Since its design and adoption, the National Livestock Transformation Plan (NLTP) has gained momentum among many states of the Federation. At least 17 states have indicated interest or are actively implementing the plan in their various states.
States like Kano, Katsina, Yobe, Borno has gone a long way, collaborating with the department, with the ministry, to establish different forms of settlement.
For the animals to be in ranches, availability of feed and water has to be guaranteed. The National Pasture Development Program, which is one of the programs under the Livestock Transformation Plan, has recorded a lot of achievements in the implementation of the Livestock Transformation Plan.
The National Pasture Development Program, which is we call NAPDEP, has the objective of creating awareness and interest of livestock farmers, other entrepreneurs to venture into pasture production on a commercial basis. We have actually trained, built capacities of a lot of farmers along the value chain. This program is not only domiciled in one state, it's done nationwide.
Can you see?
The Livestock Transformation Plan has raised awareness among farmers to grow pasture and has also gotten the buy-in of herders to buy pasture, as well as state government partnership. but there is need for more from state governments.
Now we have the buy-in of the states because the states fully understand now that all their programs and their projects that can be tailored along development of all the key pillars that they need to transform livestock. So pasture development is gaining ground with the states.
The NLTP has also helped in establishing and rehabilitating milk collection centers, elevated sheep and goat houses, beef enhancement, provision of water for animals, clinic, among others.
The number one achievement is in dairy. We have been able to build and rehabilitate milk collection centers in Niger State, in Kwara State, Adamawa State, Kaduna State, Kano State, Bauchi State, Gombe State. And when we do this, we now turn them into hub of dairy activities. Farmers will bring their milk into the milk collection center, and these milk collection centers are under one processor or another who turn the milk into products like yogurt, or like the case in Oyo State, where a multinational company like, specifically FC1Co is involved, take the milk and it becomes part of the milk that is being taken by Nigerians on a daily basis.
The National Livestock Transformation Plan has made positive impact in monogastric animals such as poultry, pigs, among others. The Deputy Director and Head Monogastric Division in the Department of Animal Husbandry Services of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Victor Egbon, speaks on the impact of the plan on monogastric animals in Nigeria.
In monogastric division, like I told you, we have poultry value chain, we have pig value chain, we have micro livestock value chain, and we have a honeybee value chain. Every activity we are carrying out in this value chain, for instance, we have apiaries. Apiaries are places where you raise honeybee to produce honey and other beehive products. We have that established in various parts of the country. Those are activities or programs or interventions that we have carried out under NLTP. What about poultry? We have established, for instance, here in Abuja, in FCT, Dede, we have a processing and storage facility under poultry. We're very close to a live bed market where people buy their beds and they take it there for wholesome processing and storage. Same thing we do for pig. Every activities we carry out here is towards the implementation of the transformation plan.
The implementation of the plan has also proffered solutions to egg glut by processing the eggs into egg powder.
You see this little package I have here. This is a egg whole egg powder. This a product from egg that is has been processed. This is the kind of thing we encourage. That is value addition.
It is incumbent on state governments and the private sector to take advantage of the National Livestock Transformation Plan to bring in modern methods of livestock rearing in the country. This will greatly increase productivity while eliminating instances of farmers and herders clashes. This is the much we can take on this episode of the program. Keep a date with us again, same time, same station next week. I am Dihelia Mamza. Have a great night rest and bye for now.